Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Fields going to keep it once more.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Now let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. In motion left goes Cooks.
first down with Hubbard.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Fields. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games.
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Isabella now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They snap it to Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Isabella now from his end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Fields pass complete to Jalen Guyton. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 3.
The touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Isabella now from his end zone.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On the move past the 40. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Rodgers going to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Right back to Hubbard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
4-yard line.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Raiders are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Second and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
Here's Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the 27.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Rodgers pass complete to Brandon Cooks.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Raiders are